the president? Well, he's talking about using Pentagon money to build the wall. Come on in, Congressman Steve Russell, Republican from Oklahoma, who is also on the Armed Services Committee. Congressman, is it okay constitutionally to take money from the Pentagon's budget to build a wall?
Well, is it okay to defend the republic and secure our borders? Of course it's okay to do that. In fact, if you go back to the Reagan era and you look at the Joint Task Force Bravo, when I served, you had a lot of military assets that were used in conjunction with our Border Protection Service. We have the absolute requirement to defend this republic, and that means our borders as well.
Now, you're on the Armed Services Committee. Obviously, we want to funnel as much money as possible to the military to rebuild it. Would you welcome money being taken out, the $700 billion that they're going to get? I mean, would you welcome it, take money out and build that wall? You think it's a good idea?
I think it's been a good idea to secure the border for decades. You know, I think one of the things that we have to realize, Stuart, is we have a responsibility to secure the border. The president has made that quite clear. Militarily, it makes good sense to keep drugs, to keep criminal activity out externally. That's not something that they would do internally. But along with that, we've seen cases of al-Qaeda operatives. The FBI can give you case studies where we've had nefarious actors get across our porous border. We have a responsibility to do that. So I think the greater message to Congress is, when are we going to do something about it to secure the border? The majority of the American public believes that we should have a secure border. Okay. And the president is trying to find every option to do that.
We have news, of course, that Kim Jong-un did indeed meet China's Xi Jinping in Beijing. He was on that train, and now we've got a picture of the meeting. I don't think these two would have gotten together were it not for the hard line of President Trump. What say you?
Well, we certainly see, you know, some lipstick put on the pig, so to speak, with Kim Jong-un's statements about how this shows a strong alliance and relationship. But the reality is, I think what was discussed is that he is really one step closer of being not only isolated, but annihilated. So the fact that he's talking to China, the fact that they're working out those details, the fact that there will be dialogue between Xi and also apparently President Trump in the coming spring. All of that bodes well. Let's have the discussions. Let's have the talks. There's no good military options. So, sure, we can play the word game. That's fine.
Okay. Congressman Steve Russell, Republican, Oklahoma. Thanks for joining us, sir. Appreciate it. Thank you.
You bet.